This is it.
Do we need to record on the cameras?
Yeah, we should probably do that. Here we go. Actually, take two.
Right.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to Not Sunday. I'm not Adam.
And I'm not Betsy.
And this is Not Sunday.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, our actual names are I'm Will. This is
Probably
Matt.
a good call. I'm Matt. Nice to meet you guys.
Betsy and Adam have made the terrible call of letting the interns take over the podcast for a week. And so, obviously, we're two interns.
That's right.
We're working in the same environment. We're going to be competitive.
That is right. From the start.
From the start.
Before I even really knew Will, there was already it was head to head because he just knew I was the other intern. Will started before I did, and so
I saw him walk in for his interview, and I unintentionally just started flexing at him, just to show that
he's like, you better not. No other interns allowed. So with that though, we're gonna have some head-to-head competition where Will is going to be given some questions where if he were given my job with high schoolers, how he'd handle them, and I will equally be given middle school questions of how I'd handle a middle school situation. So
because believe it or not, they're very different positions.
Oh yeah,
very different.
Yep. So I'm scared, but
you should be, because you know what? I think we need to make it scarier.
How?
Let's throw down some stakes. And I'm not talking some nice porterhouses. I'm talking punishments. Because if there's one thing we love, it's losers getting punished.
That's true. Kind of like you having to shave your mustache off.
Okay, well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wax it off. There we
Wax
go.
it off, yeah.
What do you think?
I think in that same vein, I think if you lose,
oh no,
you have to shave your head.
That is intense. Mm-hmm. I love my hair.
There's one thing I know about Matt. So he loves his hair.
I do not flip my hair. I used to. It used to be long, way long in my college days, and I would kind of do the thing.
Oh, well, everybody who had long hair did. I did that when I had long hair.
All right.
Back in the day.
If we're doing that, I know how not athletic you are.
Okay, first of all, chill.
You need to do
Go
a backflip.
Backflip.
Yeah.
Backflip.
Off this table.
Except
if I'm shaving my head, you're going to do something crazy.
Fine. That's fair. That's fair.
You don't have to, if you had a hurt ankle, you can still do your other things, right? You're okay in life.
Yeah.
You have insurance.
Moving on.
Okay. All right. Well, if I'm shaving my head, it's got to be something fun. So, okay. All right. So the stakes are in the ground.
In the ground.
And high.
And high. Time. Very high.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's dive in.
Why don't you kick us off, Matt?
Okay. All righty. So, imagine you're at a high school pool party that you have planned yourself, and you have planned a game. So you need to transition the high schoolers out of the pool in which they are in right now into the game that you're about to do. How long does it take the high schoolers to listen to what you said to get out of the pool to go to the game?
Okay, let's think this through. If I was trying to get my middle schoolers out of the pool, it would take me 15, 20 minutes. And if there's one thing I know about high schoolers is that they're stubborn. So I'm going to go with 20 minutes.
Not right. That's wrong.
How?
Because I actually did this, and these high schoolers are incredibly respectful, and they listened to me almost immediately, and that there was no separation of time when I said, hey, it's time to get out of the pool, to when they actually started to move to get out of the pool. So 60 seconds was the right answer.
Okay, well,
so 0 on the clock for Will, on the board for Will.
Okay, fine. Okay, hypothetical scenario. You're having a paint war. All right, you're going to have a bunch of middle schoolers throwing paint at each other. Okay. How much paint do you order?
You can probably dilute it, right? Right?
You tell me.
I'd say you'd be fine with 1 gallon.
1 gallon?
Yeah.
You think you can dilute it that much?
Yeah, because you don't want to stain.
You do want it. Well, the correct answer was 20 gallons.
Okay. All right. 20 gallons.
You need a lot of paint.
Yeah.
Middle schoolers are wild. So that's a big old fat 0 for Matt.
All right. We're even. Next.
We're even.
You have to plan for food for beach camp. A meal that they can have on the way up, traveling, and the way back down. It has to be portable. It has to be enjoyable and also cheap enough. But then the high schoolers need to enjoy it. True or false? Does Jimmy John's fit that criteria?
Who doesn't love Jimmy John's? True.
That's what I would have thought. But the majority of our high schoolers did not enjoy Jimmy John's. And so the answer is false.
Well, that's...
Jimmy John's is too redundant and repetitive. So, yeah.
Well, whatever.
All right, you're up.
All right. Okay.
This is your last one, right?
So if you get this one,
that's how I win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you. Will a person who knows they're lactose intolerant eat mac and cheese at Camp Carl?
A middle schooler. I'm just thinking about Camp Carl. I feel like they would do their due diligence to like get food allergies and all this and that, right? And they would properly probably brief the middle schoolers and the leaders. And I think leaders, you as a leader, you have to know like the weaknesses of your children, of your people, right? So I don't think it would happen. I don't think they would eat it because...
Well, you're wrong. It would happen, and they would throw up later that day.
Okay.
So...
All right. Well... We probably should have done a different number of questions, but I think we're at a tie right now.
We are at a tie. And neither of us is getting off scot-free.
Yeah. Definitely not.
We need a tiebreaker.
I've been swimming lately. And I thought about like swimming laps.
Okay, so you're just flexing how athletic you are again.
No, but I've been thinking about like it, like how it's hard to hold your breath.
I
Like
worked
it's
out
different.
yesterday, Matt.
Listen. So, if you've been working out, I've been working out. We're gonna do a breath holding contest.
Fair.
I didn't think he'd go for that, but he did.
I can hold my breath for so long.
All right. Okay.
Let's go. Are you ready? I'm gonna count us down.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. And so this is the portion of the podcast where we commentate. Now, we have a fierce competition going on, don't we?
We do. Yes.
We do.
Breath holding at its finest.
Oh, it's such a pure sport. It's a shame It's not in the Olympics.
Let's tune in. Will, you're struggling.
I am struggling. You on the other hand, are clearly showing that you are, in fact, a swimmer.
And you clearly did not work out last week.
It was all free weight exercises, so clearly not helping me here. You can see that I am struggling. It is not looking good for me, Matt.
I think it's time just to see how this guy concludes. Thank you. I think we found ourselves a loser. I'm ready for this, guys. Are you ready for this?
All right,
How you feeling?
Let's do this.
Right here, right?
Right here, right now. Let's get it over with, I say.
Okay.
So here I go.
All right, I'm going to go adjust the camera and make sure it's good to go, too. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And, wow, Adam really did a good job on these. Wouldn't that be funny? I break it doing a backflip. Okay. And so Adam and Betsy told us no on that one. So we thought we'd take it in a different direction.
That's right. Changing it up. Yep.
Why don't you let them know what we're doing, Matt?
Yeah, so I personally feel that sometimes the podcast, it's funny, like it's enjoyable to pass some time, but I want some substance when I watch something. And so we thought that we'd give you some practical, just life, kind of like life hacks, life advice. That way you have some practicality in your life instead of some of the goofiness that can go on. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Alrighty. So go for it, dude.
Yeah. So my first one is very, so if you put something down temporarily, say out loud where you set it down. That way it helps you remember where you set it down.
I really like this one. So if you have trouble making a decision, just flip a coin. Even if you haven't made up your mind, because while you're waiting for the answer, your mind will automatically jump to really what you actually want. And so it's like more helpful for you determining what you actually want the decision to be. So I really enjoy that one. What about you, dude?
If you find that you have a job or even at school where you're sitting down for multiple hours throughout the day, just find a simple stretch routine. It can really help make your hips and your chest feel better at the end of the day. What do you got, Matt?
This one is incredibly practical, Will. So if there's a jar that you can't open, if you just run it underneath a sink for about 20, 30 seconds, hot water, it loosens up the seal. That way anybody, strong or not, can undo that lid. So I think that one's a great one. Happens all the time. So that pickle jar man will always get you. What do you think, Will?
So if you have a recipe that calls for onions and garlic, don't put the garlic in the pan until the onions are nearly translucent, because garlic cooks way faster than onions do. What do you have, Matt?
Man, that one's killer. I love that. Yeah, this one is near and dear to my heart. So if you've ever been at a public restroom with an automatic sensor and you've just been sitting there doing your business and the toilet goes automatically while you're not done yet, right? And you get like just splashed, it's not good. So if you just drape a little bit of toilet paper over the automatic sensor on the toilet until you're done, then that won't happen. So it saves that. Yeah. All right, Will, what do you got?
The easiest way to remove blood stains from clothing or carpet or whatever is just use bar soap and hand wash it. Yeah, Matt.
You recently used that one, right? Yeah. So another one, don't take criticism from someone that you wouldn't take advice from. So just a really great tidbit.
That's fair.
To leave us off with. So hopefully that's been helpful to you guys. Yeah. Take care. That's all. Well, hey, everybody. I'm not Adam.
You stole mine. I'm not Betsy.
And I'm not the interns.
So yeah, Adam and Betsy are not here. They've tasked us with doing the intern takeover of the podcast, and here it is. We decided to bring in someone who's wanted to be a guest for a long time now.
Long time
fan. Long time listener. First time guest.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, guest.
All right. So my name is Ger, like Germany, spelled G-E-R. That's it.
There you go.
That's it. That's all of you.
Yeah, just Ger. That's it.
Wow.
Man, this is... Well, hello, everybody. We interrupt this normal podcast to just let you know what's actually going on. So we've invited Jer to be a guest here, and poor Jer does not know what's actually happening. So the first thing is we're going to see if Jer is a real fan, because we're going to be reusing the questions that Adam and Betsy used last week for their last podcast about the Olympics.
Additionally, as you can see here, we have a list of words. I have given Matt 5 words. He has given me 5 words. These words are not ones that we normally use. We have to work them in. And the goal is to work them in without Jer noticing that we're improving words that we don't use.
That's right. So, and the last thing is that these were not pre-provided words. They were emailed, and that's why we have our computers in front of us. Last second, right as the podcast started. So we have no idea what these words are going to be. So would you join us? And Will, are you ready for this?
I was born ready.
Alrighty, let's see how we handle it. During the Sunday service.
Last I recall, I'm in the lead by 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. So I might just have to redeem myself here and now. So here and now.
Just Adam and Betsy busted.
Other thing.
Fired.
Yeah, so they don't know what's going on.
Nope.
They've given us the reins of the podcast, and so maybe we'll both get fired after this podcast is released. Maybe Adam and Betsy are watching this for the first time, and you can email us a firing as well, even if we're not with you.
Yes.
Not me, though.
No, don't fire Jer. Jer doesn't know what's going on.
I don't. I hate surprises.
Afterwards, I think he may just need like a calming oolong tea,
Why oolong tea?
I just feel like that's really calm. I don't know,
Have you had oolong tea? Is that?
I think I've had it like once.
I have some in my office.
You do?
No.
It's like super toothy. I feel like,
Well, you gotta mix it with other teas.
like I don't know if it's like the things in the tea just they make my teeth really sensitive. It's just toothy, you know.
just have weird teeth.
I guess. Yeah.
Jur, you strike me as a very sporty guy. Very sporty. I don't know what it is about you. You just scream sports to me. So it seems like you'd be following the Olympics.
Oh, okay. We're talking about Olympics, and yes.
I think he's just in on the times, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
Jerry's just in with it.
I
He just
look
knows
the
what's going
part.
on.
I can't play any sports at all. I just look the part to make it look like I know what I'm doing, but I really don't.
Fair enough. So like you can just spout the gobbledygook, like, you know, like look like you're in.
Yeah,
Nice.
pretty much.
Nice. That reminds me of that episode of the IT Crowd. Have you seen the IT? Never mind. I'm. No. So what we've got for you today is a would you rather.
Okay.
And since I brought up the Olympics, we're going with the Olympics.
All right.
Okay. I've got a list of questions of would you rather.
Okay.
We're gonna discuss them as a group. And
maybe you can repair just the sporty look that you have, and you can gain it with like the knowledge, the sporty knowledge. So
All right. I'll try.
all right.
I'll try my best.
Okay. Well, whatever. So I've got our first one ready. Okay.
Okay.
Would
So
you-
wait. Is he's just answering, right? Or are we both?
Was it all three of us?
Are three of
We
us?
can all discuss it.
All right.
We can all
perfect.
discuss
Okay,
it.
Just want to get the clear. Okay.
We're three men. I can count. We're three men who can, we'll discuss it as a team. Okay, so first one. Would you rather be the fastest race walker or the 10th best gymnast?
I feel like I've
Ooh.
heard these questions before.
Really?
Yeah, but definitely the fastest walker.
Fastest walker?
Fastest
Yeah,
walker.
that thing is so much fun. Have you ever done it?
I have seen it. The only reason I know about race walking is from Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh my gosh.
The dad. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
when Hal gets really into it and he has like the suit with like the helmet and everything.
Wait, Malcolm in the Middle. Is that? I'm trying to think. Is there like a pterodactyl in the intro video for that one?
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
It's like a short clip. Yes.
Okay. I think I remember like
I
the
thought it was a
little.
salamander.
Well, it's both. I think.
Is it?
It's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember seeing both. Unless it's,
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm just trying to get my framing. Malcolm in the Middle. Anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
You're saying.
It just the dad gets really into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's fun. I raced Adam once.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Well, on that, I would probably be the 10th best gymnast because that skill is transferable. I mean, speed walking. I guess you could walk,
about how
but why
fast
couldn't
you
I
could-
just jog?
Think about how fast
you're
you
not-
could get
but you're
grocery
not
shopping
jogging,
done.
I guess
Just
gymnast
speed
actually
walking.
isn't transferable, but it'd be cool to be able to do like a backflip and like just throw a backflip, like Quinn, one of our other coworkers, and other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quinn can backflip.
side flip mostly, but
You could do backflips too.
Wild.
I did once, and then I kind of hit the ground, and yeah.
anyhow,
opinion.
what's the second one?
Would you guys rather be an Olympic break dancer or an Olympic skateboarder?
Breakdancer.
You think break dancer?
Oh yeah.
Is that actually a thing?
It is. It's coming out in the
I-
next Olympic.
Really?
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Watched it, heard about it.
Changing times.
Yeah, I think also breakdancing because it is more transferable. Again, you can only bring a skateboard so many places, but you could breakdance at a wedding, at a like just cause down the road. You know, it's transferable.
But you'd be that guy. Like, you'd go to weddings and people would be like, oh, here he goes again.
But I'd be good enough if I was an Olympic breakdancer that they wouldn't be like that. They'd be like, oh man, like keep it going. You
Yeah.
know?
Would they?
But then, okay, you gotta also understand, like, a lot more people will watch breakdancing than they will skateboarding.
I mean, the guy I live with, he was watching
Yeah.
skateboarding. Of course,
Yeah.
he's just had the Olympics on a, like,
Actually, I have this friend named Jasmine, who is a real like professional breakdancer. Not even joking.
Wow.
really.
Yeah, Jasmine is super cool.
Yeah.
Breakdancing is sweet, so that's so funny. It just
And,
popped in my brain for some
There's
reason.
all these movies about dancing, and breakdancing is, like, always the number one.
Okay,
Usually.
fine. You guys
So-
have won me over, Olympic breakdancer, whatever.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Would you guys rather Go to the Olympics or go to the Super Bowl?
Olympics.
Yeah, I feel like that one's actually kind of easy.
I mean, not this year because you can't travel, but if it's in another country, you get to travel.
Yeah. But how does that work? Like, would I go to one event, or would I go? Because I mean, by sheer measure of value, the Super Bowl is like one evening, but Olympics are like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Like how long are the Olympics? 2 weeks. So like,
I mean, I didn't know if either of you were big like football fans, so.
No, just a little,
get you
little
nachos,
football fan.
Vienna sausages.
I'm more into buffalo chicken dip than football, probably.
I'm there for the social life / commercials. That's it.
To upkeep the sporty look, right?
Yeah.
You gotta keep the sporty look.
Fair.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. That was fairly easy. We'd all rather go to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Would you guys rather be in the Summer Olympics or the Winter Olympics?
Man, probably winter. I feel like summer would just feel like Mesopotamia out there. It'd just be like super hot, and depending where it's at too, it'd feel like a desert. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know, but I feel like Summer Olympics are a little less dangerous. Like, think about the Winter Olympics. You got luge. You got that one skiing thing where they shoot. Like, people could get hurt. What's the worst thing that's going to happen at the Summer Olympics? A little bit of tennis elbow?
I just don't do well with heat.
I would pick summer. I hate the cold. I don't do any winter sports anyway, so I tried skiing once, and that's it, just once. And I don't know. There's more. I think there's more events in the summertime, anyways, that captivates like a lot more audience too. So I mean, you have long jumps, you have the long throws. Yeah. You got rock climbing, you got sailing, rowing, like
sailing.
Yeah, sailing's a sport this year.
I feel like all the past 2 weeks, or I guess you don't know when we're recording this episode, but during the conversations about the Olympics, I've consistently been hearing or reminded of events in the Olympics that I didn't know where to think. So speed walking, I knew that rock climbing was in there, but I forgot. But sailing, I totally forgot. I love sailing. Just forgot that was your sail. Has that happened to you guys? Like,
well, I mean, I feel like a lot of the channels don't show all of the events, okay. And then it's like spread out, and like, I think the main ones they only show, which.
Yeah, there definitely are like a lot of like smaller events that just like never make broadcast.
Yeah, or golf. I feel like I talked to one person today actually that was glad that golf was in the Olympics, but I didn't know it was in the Olympics, and I don't know if it should be. You guys have an opinion on that?
I mean, let's be real. I'm gonna hurt some feelings here. Golf is just so boring.
That's what I thought too, until I learned how to play it.
I don't know, man.
I enjoy golf. Like, it took me, because of COVID, I taught myself different hobbies every single day, and golf became a thing, and I love it.
Oh my goodness.
It's always that you're versing your friends or whoever, but yeah, you're also versing yourself to be better and to score better than the previous game you played. That's just me. I'm not that great. I still suck at it, but I like it. It's fun.
You can't say you don't play sports if you got golf now. Yeah. Even if Will doesn't think so.
It's true. Man, I actually do feel like I can play more sports than I actually do.
If this podcast has been nothing else, it has just been us helping Jer self-realize he is sporty. So,
I am, I guess.
He's allowed to wear Nike. He's allowed to wear Adidas.
Adidas is the brand.
He's allowed to wear what's
Adidas.
Puma? Does he like Puma?
It's okay. Well, Adidas is just the way to go, I guess. Maybe
he just doesn't wear sporty things, because those are the sporty brands I think of. But
I don't know any sports brands. I barely know regular brands.
Oh my goodness.
Wrangler jeans.
Wrangler
I got that
jeans.
One. I mean, you're wearing brand hat right now.
Oh yeah, I actually do. I do fully support Neff hats. Neff hats, love them. If you're looking for a good beanie, Neff, go for it. Also, sponsor us. What?
This is like sounding like a lot of the similar podcasts. I feel like we just, it's good. So with that, is it one more question, or is that it? Right?
I believe that was it.
Okay. Well, Jer, do you have any parting words for our people?
Well, this isn't Sunday.
He's right.
I don't know. I guess keep watching, see what happens.
Yeah.
And come and join us at GSM. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
Especially with these two, Matt and Will. Like, it's a blast. I've been there for 7, maybe 8. I don't know how many years I've been in GSM now as a leader.
Actually, longer than both of us.
But
so
I've been in
real
GSM a long
here.
time, and it's been a blast.
So
like
if you see
time.
Jer around,
I'm
say
the guy
hello.
with the camera most of the time.
Yes.
So,
Smile for
the
camera. Well, Jer, we've loved having you. Thank you for being our impromptu guest. And with that, as you're still Jer, I'm still not Betsy.
And I'm not Adam.
And this is not Sunday. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
See.